How's it going, everyone? It's Art1fact. Are you ready to hear the best song that you've ever heard in your life? This is the Snorlax beat. Snorlax beat. Let's get into it. This is the poker flute. You know, we're waking him up. He's still snoring at this point. Oh, what's about to happen here then?
Hey, you've gotten a lot bigger since I saw you last, Snorlax. Your girth is blowing my mind, my mind, my mind, my mind,
Yeah, it's the Snorlax beat, baby. What have I got here for you? Look, if Pokemon talked.
Your Snorlax is stopping the water from flowing into town. We gotta move it out of the way.
Yeah, it's very important to move the Snorlax out of the way. That's why we started off with the poker flute sound. And, alright, how quickly I made this. I made it in like 15 minutes, right? But already quite a vibe. Just a drum beat thrown in. I just looped this kind of flute sound, and then I've just like reverbed the hell out of it. Valhalla shimmer. Turn up the mix, and then reverb it out, and then bounce it out so you can chop off the end. So it just goes from a melody into a washed out reverb, and that's great for a build up. Yeah, then we have our vocal sample which comes in here.
Hey, you've gotten a lot bigger since I saw you last, Snorlax. Your girth is blowing my mind.
Your girth is blowing my mind. That's really, really funny, actually. I love that. And then, yeah, this part here, my mind, I just copied that over to a new layer, new Princess layer, and then I H delayed it with a kind of slow thing here, and it's just the wet, so the original one is still on there, the dry one.
Girth is blowing my mind.
And then this one down here,
My mind.
it's just the delayed. And that I actually normally do that so that I can put on an EQ afterwards, so I can like high pass it a bit.
My mind. My mind.
So it won't like clash with the bass. So let's do that then.
Girth is blowing my mind. My mind. My mind. My mind.
Alright, Vital Patch. This one is the Snorlax bass up on my Patreon now. Come and join my Patreon because it's really good. That's the best sales pitch ever. Alright? No, basically all it is a couple of sine waves and a saw wave with a random amplitude setting on to create this kind of weird kind of noise. Frequency modulated with a bit of white noise, bit of phaser filter to get some interesting groove and harmonics in the kind of mid-range. Everything tracked to this one LFO here on the filter and a little bit on the amplitude and the frequency modulation. And then a bit of just quite a lot of distortion actually. Bit of boosting in the mid-range. Tiny bit of delay and reverb at the end just to give a natural finish to the sound, and then I've bounced that out right to this.
Girth is blowing my mind.
It's already like quite a nice dope loud sounding bass, and then you know, to introduce it in the intro I've taken out the last part here, like the last bass note, and I've put it back to the intro here. I've Valhalla shimmered the hell out of it as well to give it a long reverb. So this becomes like an impact on the build up here.
Hey, you've gotten a lot bigger since I...
And then I've done the same thing here. I've just reversed it onto this channel, and then on this one we can maybe take out a bit more low end on this.
I saw you last,
Maybe turn it up a bit, and it's like a riser at this point.
Snorlax. Your girth is blowing my mind. My mind. My mind.
And we can continue to reuse these risers and impacts from the bass as well throughout the other parts. Like here I have this breakdown. We have a bit of that that kind of impact sound there. And then, yeah, all I've done there is I've introduced another kind of sound to come in. The drums kind of change a bit. We get some rides in there. And down here we introduce the Snorlax sample again. I might just take out a bit of low end here as well. So we've got more just one or two elements coming in. I like to do an element in the musicality or the kind of sound effects or sound design, and then an element in the drums that changes as well. So we have a double kind of change, and that's already happening on this kind of second section here. So that's made in 20 minutes, and it's already quite a nice vibe. I mean, I did, you know, get a bit. Well, I have experience with making synths, so if you ever want like one-on-one tuition with me as well, like we can really go into like synthesis and making sure that you understand it, so that you can really get like powerful kind of sounding basses like straight away. Can even talk about like how I program like bass patterns, like it's quite simple, but it just kind of works with this groove. Like I like to lay down the beat first and then just kind of jam over the top of it. Yeah, that's the Snorlax bass. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, like I said before, feel free to check out my Patreon, hit me up for one-on-one lessons. Got other people signed to pretty good labels. I can't say exactly yet, but good ones. And yeah, also check out my older Vital presets and Serum presets. You can use the discount code Serum Ninja on my website to save 20% on my Serum sounds. Vital ones are pretty cheap anyway, and I'll be making a new pack. Hopefully it'll be out in the next couple of weeks as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this and have a wicked day. Peace.